Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ramani. Last week, I made a video about how to jump into a fall fitness reset after summer. So like some things that you could do to start your fitness journey for fall. This video is going to be a part 2 to that. So I want to go a little bit deeper. I want to tell you what to avoid, what to eat, what workouts to do, and like really how to create a plan so that you can stay on track for your fall fitness goals. And if this is your first time watching my videos, I'm a personal trainer and I'm a yoga instructor, so I'm gonna leave all of my information down below just in case you want to connect outside of YouTube. So let's start with some of the things that you should limit or avoid completely. Letting go of the sugary drinks is going to do wonders for your body. And I know it's kind of hard because when fall hits, we have like the pumpkin spice frappuccinos, cappuccinos, and the milkshakes and all the things. But letting go of the sugary drinks is going to do wonders for your body. Sometimes I have clients who are gaining a lot of weight, but they don't know why they're gaining weight because they're not eating a lot. But what they fail to realize is they're drinking a lot of sugary drinks that have empty calories. An empty calorie is a calorie that's not necessarily going to make you full. So you're just drinking these things, but you're not becoming full. And it's really just like drinking sugar. So just be mindful that if you do want to start a fitness journey, drinking a lot of pop, soda, juice, alcohol, this can sabotage your results. Speaking of alcohol, alcohol is also empty calories. And I know that in adulthood, everything is centered around alcohol. So it's sometimes hard for us to quit, but even if you just limit it to social interactions or maybe like once a week or twice a month or something like that, it's better than you doing it every day or 3 times a week or 4 times a week. Even if you're only drinking a little bit of wine can start to add up if you're doing it consistently. So just reevaluate some of the habits that you have when it comes to sugary drinks. Another thing to avoid is processed foods. And when I say processed foods, I just mean anything that is not a whole food. A whole food is something that just has one ingredient. So chicken, rice, like those would be whole foods. But something like pizza wouldn't be considered a whole food because it's multiple ingredients made into one meal, if this makes sense. But even chips, cookies, different snacks, like I love snacks. If you know, you know, I love certain snacks, but you just can't have them all the time, especially when you're trying to be on a fitness journey. And I'm not saying that you have to cut these things out completely, but just try to get a healthy relationship with them. So if you're eating cookies 5 times a week, maybe you only start to eat cookies 2 times a week instead. When you're eating the processed foods and the fast foods, many people don't realize that you're slowing your metabolism down by eating these things, which means it's going to be a little bit harder for you to lose weight. It's going to be a little bit harder for you to see the results on your body that you want to see. Okay, so now let's talk about the things that you should be consuming during your fall fitness reset. Like I said earlier, whole foods are going to be your best friend. So really think about fruit, vegetables, lean protein, whole grains. And eating the whole foods is not only going to speed up your metabolism, but it's going to keep you fuller for longer so that you're not constantly feeling like you need to eat. Because when you're constantly eating processed foods, you may like eat something 1 hour, like you may eat some snacks in 1 hour and then the next hour you might be hungry. Whereas like if you're eating nutrient dense food, you're going to stay full for longer. And then it just cuts down on the overeating and the binge eating. High protein meals are also really good. I've been seeing a lot of people talk about how they incorporate protein into their diets. And I think that that's a really good thing to be trending right now, just because high protein meals can help you build muscle. And if you didn't know, the more muscle that you have on your body, the harder it is for you to injure your body. So like if you fail or something, if you have more muscle, it's going to be like you wouldn't get injured as quickly as if you didn't have the muscle on your body. But the high protein meals are also going to keep you fuller for longer. And when I say protein, don't think that you just have to eat a bunch of meat, but like if you want to eat meat, that's cool. But if you want some plant-based protein options, you have pumpkin seeds. Any type of seeds are really good. We have lentils, chickpeas. Like don't just think, oh, I have to eat a bunch of chicken. A lot of things have protein in them, which I'm realizing like a lot of people don't realize that there are so many plant-based protein options for you. And I know I just mentioned this, but something that I'm really big on in my life is fruits. I like vegetables too, but I really try to have fruits that have a lot of water in them. So like watermelon, apples, oranges, like I try to eat water-based fruit. So I might have a few snacks here and there, but typically if I am like snacking on something, I try to make sure that it's my favorite fruit just because if you are going to be snacking on something and like constantly eating something, you want it to be healthy. And I didn't mention this earlier, but I mentioned this in a few other videos, well, all my other fitness videos. Drink water, drink a lot of water. So since you're not drinking the sugary drinks and the pop and the alcohol and the soda and the juice, make sure you are drinking water. Okay, so now that we have the meal portion out the way, and if you have any questions about meals or anything, you can leave them down below in the comments. But now that we have the meals out the way, let's get into fitness. Really try to find something that works for you. So just because everybody is lifting weights on the internet does not mean you have to be lifting weights. Just because everybody's doing Pilates, you don't have to do Pilates. Just because everybody is in a run club or they're running on the treadmill doesn't mean you have to run. Try different things and then see what works for you. For me personally, I really used to be deep into lifting weights, but more recently, like over the past few months, I've been doing a lot of yoga and I've been doing a lot of walking and hiking, and it just works for me. Oh my God, wait, okay, let's go back because something just came in my head. When it comes to fast food and processed food, you also don't want to eat too much of it because the food that we have in America is pumped with a lot of like hormones and chemicals, and you eating that can like boost your cortisol levels. So you can be having like a lot of stress in your body, which can also make you look inflamed or puffy. So like you may not even be gaining weight, but if you just look swollen, it's probably because of inflammation from the food. Okay, now back to fitness. Do something that feels good in your body. I feel like fall is the perfect time to start walking. If you are not a walker, you need to start becoming a walker. So I started my walking journey last June or July, and I started with like 1 mile, and now I'm up to like 5 or 6 miles, and I do not even be tired. And walking has honestly just been something easy for me. It's not really easy because you do get a little winded, but it's something that feels good for me because I can listen to my music or my favorite podcast. I can just like relax and think. So I really always recommend walking. And if you're a person that's like, I'm just now getting into fitness, walking is just going to be the easiest thing that you can do. And I feel like this is a good time to walk because it's not super hot outside. And also, if you want to start hiking, maybe you can find some hiking trails in your area. But you can do other things. You can do strength training, you can start Pilates, and that doesn't even mean that you have to get a Pilates like membership. You can just go on YouTube and start doing Pilates. You can do Zumba, you can go to dance classes. Like really try to think outside of the box, especially if you're just now starting your fitness journey, because you don't want to hate this. So don't do something that you know you're not going to be consistent with. Do something that actually feels good to you. I really hope that this video helped you, but if you do need a little bit more guidance, I'm going to link my online fitness programs down below, my personal training like form, and then my yoga form. So I have online workout plans that you can do by yourself. I have online meal plans, like it'll tell you everything to eat. And then I also do personal training. So I do it in LA and virtually, and then the same for yoga. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe so you can see more videos like this. And if you like videos like this, I'm gonna link my weight loss playlist down below because I have a playlist where I have a lot of weight loss videos, so you can binge watch those. And make sure you follow me on Instagram, and I will see you in my next video.